world's largest auto exporter, and it is just starting to ship electric vehicles, causing some concern to the likes of Elon Musk and Tesla.
Why are we making electric cars? Why does it matter? It's because it's very important to accelerate the transition to sustainable transport.
A couple of days back, billionaire Elon Musk made an exciting announcement. He stated that something big is on its way, something bound to revolutionize Tesla cars as the top cars in the EV industry. Apparently, while many believe that we have seen the best of the company, it turns out that they were working behind closed doors to build an engine like none the world has ever seen. How fast is this engine, and how is it bound to destroy the entire EV industry? Join us as we take a look at the mind-blowing innovation of the century, Elon Musk's role in the transformation of Tesla. Before we fully go into context, did you know that over 10 million units of EVs have been sold globally for the year 2024? It's true. Apparently, while a whole lot of people seem to be adopting EVs lately, Tesla has proven itself to be the best top contender in the race to revolutionize the automobile industry. All thanks to the adoption of advanced technology and cutting-edge designs. The company has been able to make a global statement, driving the interests of people from over 50 countries globally. These interests in rapid adoption of Tesla EVs are what have led to the realization that they have become the most trustworthy electric vehicle brand in the industry. Right when we thought that Tesla had reached its peak in the manufacture of EVs, they shocked the world and redefined the narrative, saying that there is still more to expect. This became clear in a recent product story where billionaire and CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, unveiled a revolutionary new engine designed for the next generation of Tesla cars bound to hit the roads in the coming years. It gets even more thrilling. This engine is like nothing you have ever seen before. Once again, it seems like under Musk's leadership, Tesla continues to challenge the impossible. While it's still hard to say what the future with Tesla EVs dominating the roads looks like, we can definitely say we are already being ushered into a futuristic era. As exciting as that sounds, how did Tesla get to this point? Well, in case you didn't know, their origin dates back to 2003, when the vision of creating electric vehicles seemed almost impossible. At the time, only a few countries dared imagine the possibility of EVs taking over, let alone individual brands, but here we are today. Unlike what many people believe, Elon Musk isn't the founder of Tesla. It was founded by engineers Martin Eberhard and Mark Tappening, who sought a way for EVs to outdo gasoline-powered vehicles. Considering the availability of parts and equipment at the time, the duo were doing quite well. However, things really started to look bright when Elon Musk came on board in 2004. At the time, Elon was looking for establishments to invest in, and Tesla stood out as one of those promising brands. Upon investing, he ended up becoming the top investor in Tesla. This was how he was able to get the largest shares of the company and how he became the chairman of the board. Thanks to Elon Musk's financial backing, the company was able to achieve its very first breakthrough through the introduction of a high-performance electric car known as the Roadster in 2008. And even though this was a big step for Tesla, it didn't stop the founders from stepping back off the playing field in 2008. With Eberhard and Tarpenning off the stage, Elon Musk took over the reign of Tesla completely with the aim of reshaping the automotive industry, and from recent developments, you can agree that he has done a pretty good job. Under his leadership, Tesla has been transformed into a mass-market company from a luxury car maker, and there seems to be no break as to the level of things that the company can achieve. Talking about the level of accomplishment of Tesla, while we can say the Roadster was a stepping stone, it wasn't really their best vehicle. When Tesla started to produce dope cars in 2012 with the launch of the Model S. After this model, the Model 3 and Model S Plaid followed in 2017, leading to a more significant commercial success than the company had ever seen or experienced. When all is considered, it's safe to say that it was these EV models that announced Tesla's presence in the EV race. However, the model that truly pushed them to the position of top contenders in the EV industry is the Tesla Cybertruck. For a truck, it hasn't just proven to be the most powerful EV, but the autopilot capabilities and advanced tech set it apart from the other EVs in the industry. Normally, with Tesla doing extremely well, you might think that they'd hide and safeguard all their pieces of tech and innovative ideas. However, that never happened. Instead, Musk decided to make Tesla's patents open source, allowing others to use its patented electric vehicle technologies without fear of legal repercussions. Now, how's that for an attempt to usher in a new era? This move by Elon Musk was a way for him to say that the whole thing wasn't about money, but a way for him to play a larger role in bringing the age of EVs and the adoption of sustainable energy. You have to admit Musk's unorthodox management style might not have really been widely accepted, but it worked. When talking about working, it seems like Elon Musk isn't taking any days off from work. Apparently, he has overseen the construction of gigafactories to scale battery production, and word on the streets is that the Solar City project might play an important role in the generation of the electricity needed to power the Tesla EVs. As if that's not ambitious enough, Tesla has just unveiled a revolutionary new engine design that could redefine automotive engineering. In truth, the engine is completely radical and unimaginable. This raises the question, how did Tesla achieve such a feat? And how is this engine going to redefine the position of EVs in the automotive industry? You are about to be wowed by the sheer amount of the unparalleled engineering brilliance behind Tesla's latest breakthrough. Don't go anywhere. It gets interesting from here. The engine that took the EV industry by surprise. Looking at what the present EVs look like compared to those that existed for a couple of years, you can agree that a whole lot of things have changed. Physically, they now have a more sleek, futuristic design that beats those of the gasoline cars in the automotive industry. What's more, they are even way faster than the older generations. Have you ever wondered why that is the case? If you have, you should know that it's all about the engine. Yes, they look way cooler than what they looked like before. However, major changes have occurred in the EV engines. As a matter of fact, early EV motors, such as those used in the late 19th and 20th century, relied on basic direct current designs with limited range and power. These engines were simple but marked the start of the transition from fossil fuels to cleaner energy alternatives. However, they didn't really make waves at the time because internal combustion engines dominated the automotive market. When the EV engines began to become more modernized in the late 20th century, during this period, Tesla made a lot of progress in the advancement of alternating current induction motors. The introduction of sophisticated inverters didn't just allow AC motors to become smaller, and they also became more powerful and more efficient. Thanks to innovations like regenerative braking, the engines were even able to conserve energy and transform how the vehicles utilize the said power. Pretty cool, right? Today, EV engines are nothing short of extraordinary, and they have groundbreaking technologies like permanent magnet synchronous motors and advanced axial flux motors. These PMSMs are what companies have been using to deliver the high torque and efficiency needed for EVs to run fast on the roads over the years. While we can say these modern engines have proven to be more reliable, Tesla has stepped up with yet a newer engine in the form of a plaid carbon-wrapped rotor to show the limitations of the older generations. For an engine that is bound to be built into newer models of the Tesla vehicles, this particular design has proven that the company is taking the concept of speed and efficiency seriously in its manufacture of EVs. Then again, you might probably wonder, what difference does the new engine make? Well, the use of carbon fiber reinforcement in the rotor is where the real innovation lies. To a large extent, it has improved not just durability, but performance in general. Apparently, traditional rotors in electric motors are typically constructed using metals like copper and steel, which are good components. However, the problem that they have is the issue of thermal and mechanical stress at high rotational speeds. Tesla's carbon-wrapped rotor overcomes these problems by introducing a high-strength carbon fiber sleeve around the rotor. Still, you have to know that this carbon fiber wrapping is not just a protective layer. It serves as a critical component that enables the rotor to withstand the extreme centrifugal forces generated at the industry during production. If you think the whole thing about this rotor ends there, you are mistaken. For a fact, the lightweight nature of the carbon's fiber is so light that it almost halves the overall mass of the motor, making it easy for one person to lift. This lightweight nature is bound to help cars achieve a more rapid acceleration, one we can already see in the Tesla's plaid vehicles that have adopted the engine. Additionally, the carbon fiber sleeve contracts tightly as it cools. This preloads the rotor and allows it to maintain its structural integrity during intense operation. The end result of this engineering precision is peak performance delivery of the EVs without sacrificing efficiency or durability in any way. As a matter of fact, the plaid carbon-wrapped rotor allows the motor to reach rotational speeds that exceed 20,000 revolutions per minute, a figure that is quite rare for brands in the EV industry. This high-speed ability is pretty much the same thing to expect with the acceleration of the vehicles. Just to tell you how crazy these numbers are, the Tesla Model S Plaid, which makes use of this engine, can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2 seconds. How many electric vehicles do you think can go that fast? Except for the Lucid Air Sapphire model by Lucid Motors, there's none other. This goes to show the rarity of the engine's performance. Beyond raw speed, the motor's efficiency also ensures that the vehicle covers a longer range without consuming so much energy. This cancels the people's reluctance to buy EVs due to the constant search for energy. With this particular engine, you can say it's a new dawn for the EV industry. However, the problem is that achieving this level of craftsmanship by integrating carbon into a rotor is very tricky. Carbon fiber and metals like copper and steel have different thermal expansion rates. What this means is that they expand and contract at different rates under heat. Hence, to ensure that the carbon fiber sleeve stays fastened under the high heat and stress operation of the engine, meticulous material engineering and testing must be carried out. That's not all. Tesla's engineering team also had to devise a new method for applying carbon fiber wrapping with extreme precision, thanks to the aid of machine learning and advanced robotics. This application zeroes out any errors during the wrapping process, hence ensuring that the integrity of the rotor is not compromised. Looking at the state of things, there's no doubt that the introduction of the Plaid carbon-wrapped rotor is about to cause a shift in the industry. Thanks to Musk's open-source patent decision, other brands can start producing way more carbon-wrapped rotors if they are able to figure out the engineering ingenuity behind them. When they do, there's a chance that there are bound to be more affordable models of EVs in the market. In truth, the vision isn't far-fetched. It's way closer than you can ever imagine. And with Elon Musk at the forefront of it all, best believe that we are in for a surprise. During the unveiling of the engine, the man even gave us a few words of assurance himself. In his words, he perceived the engine to be a leap into the future, challenging the very foundations of what we thought was possible. This strong conviction is what made him tout the new motor as a game changer. While addressing the crowd, Musk said, "Imagine a motor capable of delivering 20% more efficiency while reducing size and weight by a third." This statement was a summary of all the capabilities of the engine. While at it, he might have also bragged a little, hoping that the other EV brands would be able to scramble and catch up as soon as possible. Then again, who wouldn't? Of course, during the unveiling, people wondered if it would be possible to mass-produce such a complicatedly designed engine. However, Musk was able to address these doubts head-on, saying that Tesla, alongside the integrated gigafactories, was bound to make it happen. But Musk didn't stop there. He also speculated on the motor's broader implications. He believes that it could pave the way for innovations in industries beyond automotive, from aviation to renewable energy. It's hard to see how that might be the case, but it's not a possibility that can be ruled off. By the time Musk was done with his speech, his claims had already sent shockwaves all across the EV industry. For competitors, it wasn't just a wake-up call, it was a challenge, one they were more than willing to take. Still, the benchmark is quite high, with a whole lot of uncertainties. It begs the question, how much of a leap has the Plaid motor truly achieved over its rivals? In summary, it's profound. Keep watching to find out. The distant gap between Tesla's new engine and those of other brands. By now, you should be able to provide a proper description of the capabilities of the carbon-wrapped rotor design. However, a slight comparison will give you a proper view of what the other EV brands are up against in an industry that is as competitive as theirs. For a fact, at this moment, when compared to the current benchmarks in the EV market, the only competitors that could stand up against the Tesla Model S Plaid are the Rimac, Nevra, and Lucid Air. However, the problem is that even though these bands are quite fast, they can't compare with Tesla in terms of long range and efficiency. This is majorly why the Plaid motor stands out. So basically, unless these other brands are able to find a way around to ensure lower energy consumption and still maintain maximum power output, they might not ever be able to beat Tesla in the game. When all is considered, this is particularly significant for popular models from manufacturers like Ford and GM, which are still facing the issue of range anxiety, where the battery may not last long enough on a single charge. This gives them a chance to fix the limitations they face in their EVs. By optimizing the Plaid motor's efficiency, Tesla can push the boundaries of how far an electric car can go on a single charge, offering longer driving distances without compromising on power, and so can they as well. That being said, there are a few things involved. If this technology proves to be scalable, it could influence the broader EV industry, compelling other manufacturers to adapt. On the other hand, if any brand by chance should lag behind in the industry, they might have no choice but to shut down their EV workshop in due time. As time progresses, we are looking at the integration of carbon fiber technology into electric motors to become a standard across the industry. Heck, in due time, because of the expected better sustained performance, we might even see electric vehicles on the racing tracks. Now, wouldn't that be spectacular? If that should happen, it would be all because of Elon Musk's Tesla and their daring determination to push the boundaries to attain the extraordinary. With the engineers at Tesla still working on the complete perfection of the engine by refining and optimizing the powertrain, it seems like a new model of the Roadster is what's going to usher in a new era. Mind you, the base performance figures of the Plaid motor are already down. It's just to realize the vision in a newer model. What better design should be used than the Roadster? If the carbon-wrapped fiber rotor should be properly integrated into the new Roadster model, the performance of the vehicle is expected to be mind-boggling. We are talking speed, power, and efficiency all in one. The perfect hypercar like none other than the EV industry has ever seen. Can you imagine what that means? It means that the Roadster would rival traditional internal combustion-powered hypercars like the Bugatti Chiron and the Koenigsegg Jesko, which have set benchmarks for top speed in the supercar world. While we are at it, let's not forget about how easy it is to handle Tesla cars while driving. For a fact, the steering of Tesla vehicles is one of the best out there. So coupled with that, we can only expect a fast, road-dominating masterpiece. With the ability to channel the immense power of the Plaid motor to all four wheels, the Roadster will likely offer unprecedented traction and control, making it a thrilling driving experience, both on the track and on the open road. The question is if these iconic brands would be able to make the moves on time and start converting their car models into EVs. Thinking about it, we have to admit that it is pretty much a daring suggestion, but it's simply what it is. So don't be surprised in the future when you start seeing your favorite sports cars with internal combustion engines as they become vintage vehicles. While Tesla continues to push and break the limits of tech and the performance of EVs, there is a high likelihood that they might face a potential legal and regulatory challenge in the future. Why? Well, it's only logical because their vehicles are canceling out the speed restrictions. Even though it's pretty good to cut through the air in one of those fast cars, you have to admit, it isn't quite safe with other motorists on the road, nor is it safe for pedestrians. Furthermore, the broader adoption of Tesla's advancements, such as the Plaid motor, may require regulatory bodies to rethink emissions, testing frameworks, insurance structures, and even infrastructure planning. That being said, the company doesn't really have a choice but to collaborate with policymakers while maintaining its innovative edge in the industry. As it stands, one thing that the company is bound to expect is a whole lot of paperwork. However, we don't think it's anything that Elon Musk can't handle. From time unending, Elon has proven that he has all it takes to make a difference in any industry he ventures into. So it might prove to be a regular Monday in the office. As Tesla continues its quest to revolutionize the automotive landscape under the guidance of Elon Musk, we can rest assured that the automotive industry is in good hands. Fingers crossed as we watch the company drive us into a greener, yet faster futuristic era, where EVs rule the roads. What do you think about Tesla's new engine? Do you think it has what it takes to redefine the stand of electric vehicles in the automotive industry for good? We'd love you to share your opinion in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channels. Also, click the next video shown on your screen. You will enjoy it.